Welcome back everyone. Hi, if you're new, my name is Tori and today I'm so thrilled to help announce round 12 of the Tome Topple Readathon and to also announce that I'm going to be one of the co-hosts for this round of Tome Topple. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm just going to be detailing everything you need to know to participate and to prepare for Tome Topple coming up next month. So let's just get right into it. So just really quickly, if you're unfamiliar, Tome Topple is a 2-week long readathon where pretty much the only goal is to pick up a tome, and that is a book that is over 500 pages long. That can be physical book, you can listen to an audiobook as long as that physical edition of the book is 500 pages. So that's really it. It's a chill readathon, it's very relaxed, and it's just a fun time to finally, tackle those tomes that have been probably sitting on our shelves forever and just find community while we do it. So this round of Tome Topple is going to start on August 8th and run to August 21st, and it's going to begin at midnight on the 8th in your time zone and end at 11:59 p.m. in your time zone on the 21st. So those are the dates. Mark your calendars and get ready. So the co-hosts for this round include Sam, of course, from Thoughts on Tomes, Audrey from Perpetual Pages, Cass from Little Book Owl, Sarah Jane from The Book Life, Sean from Reader's Rambles, Sam from Will Read for Booze, Gaia from La Latrice y Greta over on Instagram, and me. So if you all are on Twitter and you're interested in participating in reading sprints, we'll be doing that over on the Tome Topple Twitter page, which you can follow, and that is Tome_Topple on Twitter. And then if you're on Instagram, make sure you hashtag Tome Topple just so everybody can see your TBR and what you're reading, and hopefully you can find community as well and find other people who might be reading the same book as you during the readathon. So that's always fun. And also, if you're interested, there is a GOODREADS group for Tome Topple, and this is a great place for discussions and TBR suggestions and things like that. So I will leave a link to everything you need to know in the description box below. So now is the fun part. Here are the challenges for this round of Tome Topple. I'm going to put the little bingo board on the side of the screen, and also I'm going to have this on my Instagram as well later today. So if it's not like super clear right here, you can definitely check it out on Instagram as well. So the first challenge that we have is to read a tome that's been on your TBR the longest. The next is to read a tome audiobook. As long as the physical edition of that book is 500 pages and above, then the audiobook version is fine. The next is to read a tome that you've recently acquired, whether that's, one that you bought, one that was gifted to you, one that you got from the library. Doesn't matter, it just has to be a recent tome. The next is to read a standalone tome, and then we have read one tome. So if you participate and you finish one book, then you already scratched off one of the challenges, so that's great. The next is to read a tome written by a Black author, and then we have a tome from a genre that you don't usually read. And then the next challenge is to read a tome on your TBR that has the most pages. And then finally, the last challenge is to read a tome that you started during another round of Tome Topple. And for these challenges, picking and choosing which ones you're going to participate in, just keep in mind that one book can count for a max of 2 challenges. So you might, have a book on your shelf that fits 3 or even 4 challenges, but just pick and choose because one book equals a max of 2 challenges. And then there are also going to be Instagram challenges going on each day for the runtime of the readathon, and I will be putting this on my Instagram page as well for you all to check out. So I think that's everything. Those are all the details that you need, but like I mentioned, I will link everything in the description box below, as well as a lot of suggestions of tomes that you can pick up during the readathon. But now I'm going to share with you all my own little TBR for this readathon, and I'm very excited for these. So the first book that I plan on reading for Tome Topple is Song of Blood and Stone, and this is by Elle Penelope, and I'm using this book for the challenge of read a book that was written by a Black author. This is an adult fantasy, I believe it's romance too, so an adult fantasy romance, and we have, it sounds like these 2 countries that are separated by a veil, and our story begins when this veil between the countries starts breaking down, and the ruler in one of the countries wants to start invading the other one. So we have a lot going on in this, it sounds like, but I'm really looking forward to getting to this one. And then the next book I have here is A Crown for Cold Silver by Alex Marshall, and I am going to be using this book for the challenge of read a book that you recently acquired. This is also a fantasy novel, epic fantasy, and we have this general that we're following who is just really well respected and has made a name for herself, but she ends up retiring, it sounds like, and just kind of enjoying her life and everything that she's done, but something happens. Her her village is raided and everyone is slaughtered, and that event brings her back out into kind of the forefront of everything. So this sounds really good. I'm looking forward to this as well. And I didn't mention, this is the first in a series, and so is Song of Blood and Stone. And then the last tome that I for sure am making a priority is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, and this is the first book in a trilogy. The third one just came out. I'm sure you've seen so many booktubers talking about it. I'm really looking forward to this, getting to this as well. And I don't think this fits a particular, well, actually it could fit read one tome, so we'll use that for this. And then finally, I'm not making this next book a priority at all. I'm just gonna kind of focus on those three. This is more like a if I have time sort of thing. And also, if there's an audiobook version that I can find, I'm also going to probably use this next one for read a tome audiobook or listen to a tome audiobook. So that is Abaddon's Gate, and this is the third book in the Expanse series by James S.A. Corey. I read the first book and loved it, read the second book and just kind of thought it was okay. The ending was great though, but I'm still really looking forward to continuing on with this series. So this is a sci-fi space opera, and it's so epic and it's so much fun to read. So I'm really hoping that the third book is a little bit better than the second one, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, this is just kind of like a maybe if I have time for it, I'll get to it. So that is it for me, you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you're excited for this round of Tome Topple, if you're going to be participating in it. Let me know down below some of the books that you plan on reading for Tome Topple, some of the challenges that you plan on participating in. So yeah, that's it for me. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.